Hello. I think I'm streaming, y'all. Am I streaming? Am I streaming? How do I know? How do I know? Oh, let me see something. Okay. It looks like I'm streaming. Okay. It looks like I'm streaming. See the stream quality. Stream quality don't look that bad. See the stream quality. Let's go to my channel, make a post. I think that's it. And I'll go to the Discord. And I will. Is it still doing it? And I will go to. Where's my Discord? Let's see. All right. Somebody said I should stream, and so now I'm here. I'm streaming, and I hope that the stream is going good. I hope that the audio is good, because we're just gonna. I wonder what's the right amount of drop frames you can have. Okay. I hope that this is going well. Let me check on YouTube. I thought it, okay, it does say that I'm live. Okay, it does say that I'm live. And the quality doesn't look bad. So we're just gonna go ahead and start. All right. Hello, everybody. Let me get on my phone. Somebody said I should stream, so now I am streaming. Um, all right, let's see. Share this with people. Make sure my stream ain't going too crazy. Ain't messing up too much. Quality to be that good. Let me get off of here. Let's see what this is saying. Quality to be that good. Let me get off of here. All right, it don't look too bad. Then I'm gonna go to Share this with my peoples so they know where I'm at. Uh, okay. So hopefully somebody comes in and tells me, oh man, I gotta sign into the chat. Hold on. Polly. All right. So I'm hoping that the stream quality is good. I'm gonna set some rain sounds because I want some rain sounds while I'm doing this. There's no way. I had a channel for rain sounds. I think it was this one. Sounds and looks just like the videos. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Do I need to close this? All right. So here we are today, and we will be streaming. All right. So today, I'm still doing this, and I'm gonna do a little studying on the side. I feel like I've been doing this one forever. So, as y'all can see, I'm doing the color theme thing. So when I press this thing, it's gonna change this. So it's gonna start off on the dark theme no matter what. So I should worry about the light mode first. So we need to change the background. Change the selection backgrounds. Change the text color. All right, let's just go ahead and try to do all that. Where did I put the color for all of this? Hold on, that is so weird. Oh yeah, I put it right here. Okay, I'm slow. Oh yeah. So if that's the case, hold on. Okay, yeah. So like, my bad if I'm responding slow. So like, what's the thought process? I'm not that good at CSS. Do you have to change like every individual style? Could you could you just adjust like what CSS variable you used and set two sections of? Hold on, let me see. Okay. So this is what I'm doing. So first, let's go into the first part of accessing CSS variables through JavaScript. I've did that once. I haven't did it too many times since. If we go to the docs, so for example, this these are the custom styles, the custom CSS variables or whatever that I have. Here's some of them, right? And I think the way we access them is, let's get to the JS. Where's the JavaScript? There should be JavaScript. Man, I hate using the AI part. Okay, dot set property. And then there should be a get property. Let's see, set property JS. Hold on, I'm sorry if I'm not answering your question the right way, but I'm trying to because there is a way. Okay, there we go. So there is a way we do set property on. So for example, right here, I would set the property. I'll get the property name and add a value to it, and then we can put a priority. So an example would be, let's see, JS, set property. Where is set property? Where is it, man? Okay, here we go. So we're editing the color property and we're giving it the variable of new color, and new color is, hold on, where did he put new color? New color. Oh, new color is right here. It's random color. And random color is this. Okay. So I could do that. I could edit these styles. Um, I'm not sure if I could like edit a whole group of variables because the thing is, when we set it to dark mode, we want it to set an entire group of different properties for dark mode. So for example, when this goes to light mode, the background is going to change. The little hold on, let me move myself. I don't know. Y'all let me know where I should put me on the screen. Um, so the background is going to change, right? These little circle things are going to change. The color is going to change and all this. So it would be easier, in my opinion, to just do a different class, add a class, right? And like Mr. Hintz Gaming said, class equal more than once, ID equal once. So usually the way it goes is that when people create a class, they want to edit that in the CSS, and when they get an ID, you can edit that in JS. It's interchangeable though, right? But to G Muffins, so for example, I'm gonna tell you my thought process on how I'm gonna do this. So we got the dark mode and we got the light mode, right? So when I click it right here, right? When I click this, see how it moves? That's hold on, let me move. That's this right here. This is an event listener on this. So when I click this, it's going to add a class. It's going to toggle a class. So the toggle function in JavaScript is really nifty. If I can find it right here. So essentially, you will say something like classes.toggle C. So if C is on it, it'll take C off. But if C isn't on it, it'll put C on there. These days, though, you got CSS variables, so you can really get into customizing. But the thing is, yeah, you're right. I could get into customizing, and it would be cool if I went, say, for example, if I put some CSS variables in the dark mode container, right? And then I edit them up here where all my variables are. But again, I need to change a whole bunch of things at one time, and I don't want to have to go through each specific variable. I don't want to. Hello, Angela. Hello. Hello, Angela. Yeah, Angela is the reason I'm even making this stuff. Angela is the reason. Man, I'm gonna start streaming regularly because I realize like I hate that I will like record and then sometimes I'll start sweating because the internet upload speed and everything and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. So I think I might start streaming. It's really cool that you are learning the fundamentals rather than picking up a framework. Thank you. Yes, Angela, thanks. I appreciate you. I respect you. You are loved and cared for and a very beautiful person. Thank you so much for inspiring me to do this. So what I was talking about was that I get what you're saying with the CSS variables, but I like to think of the CSS variables as like it'll be one thing if I was just editing one CSS variable, right? But I would need to add a whole group when I'm doing light or dark mode. So my thought is that I create a dark mode container and I create a light mode container, and then dark mode container and a light mode container, and then I'll put everything that I need for the dark mode container right there and everything I need for the light mode container right there. And so my goal right now, if I can, I hope I explained that well. So what I want to do now, so for example, when I move this, it toggles on the ball. Like if we go to the, hold up, this is the ball right here, and I don't know if y'all can see that, but right here it'll say, man, oh no, I don't know if y'all can see this part right here, but if I press this, you'll see how it's changing. It'll go from toggle ball light to toggle ball dark. Y'all see that right there? Toggle ball light. I'm pointing at it on the screen like y'all can see me. Wait till you need to get light and dark mode working in HTML email. I will not, okay? I will not be doing HTML email. I did it for a day and I realized that this is not, I mean, it's for some people, but not for my spirit and the patience that I've earned so far in my life. I will not be doing it. Unless, well, I can't say no. I'm broke. So, I mean, if somebody wants to pay me to do it. But I don't like the idea of using tables and stuff. So right here, as you can see, I'm toggling and it's doing the toggle ball light, the toggle ball dark, right? So what I could do, I could say if e.target.classlet contains, okay, so that's what I was doing right here. I got you if you ever need to. So I created an object and the object's gonna have the function light mode or whatever. So what I'm gonna do in this function is I'll probably pass e. I got in the habit of doing e.prevent default, and then I'll do e.target.class. Do I want to do that? Toggle ball light. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know because I was watching some videos and they were like, "Oh, you need to do all this table stuff," and I didn't know you could just do inline styles. All I know is that it really. I know I am. Hey, Chris, I am all snuggled up. So what I'm thinking. Okay, so we got e.prevent default. So this is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna pass this variable into this function. So I'm gonna do e.target.classlist add, and I'm going to add light mode container, and I want to add light mode container to the card container, which I think I already got that class up here. Did I? Card container, card container, card container. I did not. That's okay because I'm making like a whole separate thing down here. The dark mode toggle stuff. Do I have the container? Container. I do not have the container. So I'm just gonna do const card container equals document.get element. Is that an ID? No, it's a class. So we're gonna do query selector. I need to get in the habit of using classes and IDs in a more structured way. And then we're gonna do card container. And so let me do why does it say undefined right there? Anyway. Yeah, tables are slightly phased out when Outlook drops their older clients. When I started building websites, it was tables. I'm old. You're not old. You're properly seasoned. Let me see something. Now it's what? All right. So we have this. We have our light mode. Now, mind you, I put all of this into an object. So we have, oh, and another thing, if any of you are fluent in JavaScript, I have been asking around, hey, Wealth, I've been asking around. I don't know if this is the correct way to do this, but I created an object, right? So we have the get quiz data. We're going to close that. We have the category state. The category state is where I hold the different states that this quiz project can be in. So sometimes it can be in the main HTML, CSS, and you'll see that that corresponds with, if we select HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or accessibility, it'll go into that particular part of the JSON file and populate the question. So if I press HTML, it'll give an HTML question. If I press CSS, it'll give a CSS question, JavaScript, and so on and so forth. And that's the state That's the state object. And then I have a quiz tracker. Now the thing that I was unsure about when it comes to best practices in JavaScript is whether or not it was okay to put a lot of methods inside of an object. For example, um, we for the quiz tracker, you see all these different functions I have for different things. So when we actually go into the quiz, there's the quiz tracker will clear the main state, right? And then if we go to score, then it'll show the main state. Then it'll start showing quiz info, then clear quiz info, then show score scoring, populate question, populate options, question options, increase decrease score. But I wasn't sure on whether or not it was okay to put this many functions, methods, whatever you want to call them once they're in a function, inside of an object. So that's that entire object. It's like a whole bunch of stuff, but it's in an object. Somebody told me it was okay, but they said I should use classes. You said check the browser console? What's wrong with it? No, nothing's wrong with this. Is more of a best practices question. All right, all right. So let me just go ahead and close that. All right, so back to what we were doing. Const card container. So we have the card container, and then I wanna add the light mode container to this class list, right? So if I go over here, I'll do color theme dot light mode, and I'll pass E into that function. And I'm hoping, it didn't do it. E.target.classes.contains toggle ball light. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm doing that wrong. We don't need to pass E right there. We just need to pass the card container. Hold on. I mean, you got it there. When it becomes a problem is when you sending mad data through. There are just questions. Okay. So let me make sure I got this right, because the card container div.cardcontainer.dark-mode.container, and if I do class list, so if it contains toggle ball light, then I want it to go to light mode, and then else we're gonna do color theme dot dark mode, which doesn't do anything. So why don't we just test this right quick and make sure that it's even working? So we're in dark mode. We're in light. Not long at all. Probably like a couple of months. And I haven't been spending that much time in JavaScript either. It's mostly, you can look at my videos. It's probably about, I'll say probably about a month and a half or 2 months. And then if you go to my GitHub, you can see, yeah, just check out my GitHub and you'll kind of see how long I've been doing it for. So if this works, okay, we're in dark mode, we're in light mode. Okay, so that's working. So now what I want to do is if we're in dark mode, let me think. Yeah, it hasn't been long at all. So let me think. So should I do? Yeah, go to my GitHub. Car container.classes.add.light mode container. Do I need that right there? Oh, okay. So I didn't need that period. Oh. All right. um. Okay, so we got our light mode going, y'all. But let me open the Figma file. Put that right here. You said I'm gonna have to remove the containers. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You mean like the light mode and dark mode containers? You know what? You're right. Let me see what that looks like. I wonder. Thanks, Chris. I wonder. Do I need to? Hey, I know there's a better way of doing it than doing this right here, what I just did, but whatever. Uh, so now we're in the Figma file. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it's in um this is what it's supposed to look like when it's in light mode. So you can see if I could I am not fluent in Figma. How do I no? How do I close this panel? I don't know. All right, anyway. All right, there we go. So this is what it's supposed to look like. So we got the okay, so these things need to change right here. Um let's see. Where did I put that? That should be hold on, let's see. Oh, I already set myself up for success with that. All right. So what we're gonna say here. So I already got the sun. So I already got the sun and the moon icon. So when we go into light mode, we're gonna set them to the dark sun and moon. So I'm gonna say sun equals dark sun and moon. When you expect to finish this, and would you consider working on a co-project? I don't. What do you mean by co-project? We're gonna change that to dark moon. Uh-oh, that did not. That didn't do the thing. Dark mode. Oh no, I should have did. I think it's sun.src. Yeah, there we go. So now, and then we're gonna say sun.src equals light sun, and then I'm gonna say moon.src equals light moon. Bam, bam. So that's correct right here. All right. I don't know if I'm in a position. I'm still learning. I still feel like I got a lot of projects to go, so I don't know if I'm in a position to really be code doing. What I'm really trying to learn how to do is doing some open source contributing and stuff. Okay, let's see. All right, 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 all right. All right, so we got that. So now we need to change this, and this is the li, the right info li. Let's see. I mean, I could just target it down here. Man, I wish, there's a way to group classes together, and I wish there was a way where I could just group classes together and then add that class. That would be pretty cool. But it goes back into what Mr. Hintz Gaming said about the CSS variables, because I could have just like changed this, but I'm not gonna go into all of it. I'm not gonna, because I feel like that's just gonna convolute things. So we got toggle ball dark. We got, hold on, where did I put everything? Toggle ball dark, light mode container. Okay, we got our themes. So now we got our light mode selections li. So I need to target that. And that has the ID of HTML. No, I think I put all of those inside of a. Okay, let's just go ahead and change all of those. I know there's an easier way to do this, but I'm gonna just do it. Oh, no, it's okay. Main screen, HTML, main screen LIs. Li. Okay, so const. No, I'm not using Tailwind. So this is const. I know hold on, let me make sure I didn't already select these by ID somewhere. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna just put them up here and then put them in an array. Gonna move this right here, put this right there. And then const HTML equal document dot select get element by ID, and then we have HTML, and I'm going to copy this a few times. So we got HTML, CSS, JavaScript, bam, bam, bam. CSS. Hold on, let's make sure I didn't already name something that I don't think I did. All right, JS. And I need a better word for accessibility, but I think I named that one, yeah, JS. And then I named that one accessibility. Man, I don't know why it's so hard for me to spell the word accessibility. The best way to build HTML, CSS, JS. Okay, so I am going to, now since I got that, I'm gonna just put these into an array. And we're gonna say const main selections array equal HTML, CSS, JS, and accessibility. All right. Then we are going to come down here. And we are going to, actually, I don't think I needed to do that at all. I don't think I needed to do that at all. Because what I could have done is say, yeah, it's weird. I hate when I'm like doing something that I'm like, you know what, I didn't really have to do that. I don't know if that's everybody's if everybody comes to that realization. Hold on, let me close some of these things. Oh, not that one though. Left card, quiz. We're in the right card. Right card, quiz. No, we're in the right card. Right card, quiz is hidden. We're in right card, info. Hey, Kristen, how's coding going? It's going pretty good. Why not just access? What you mean by that? Oh, yeah, you're right. I could just say access. I don't know. I don't know. You're right, though. Right info, text preset 4. So I could add an ID to this, right? I could be like ID, right info, right info. I don't know, right info list, because it's an unordered list, right? It's an unordered list. And what I could have just did was, I think I could have added a class to that. So I could have just said, I could have just went down here. I need to move all of this stuff. This is weird. Why do I have the dark theme category image? Why do I have the themes in this weird spot? It just doesn't seem right. And I have to scroll up to see the themes. Where's the themes? Accessibility, theme modes. Light mode. Put that right there. That still works. Light mode selections. No, we're going to do, hold on. I could, there's a lot of different things you can't sleep on frameworks if you want to do enterprise development. Most places are using React, Angular, Vue, or something, but nothing wrong with straight JS2. Here's the thing, Mr. Game Facts Special. I get where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. However, I see nothing wrong with learning the basics and the foundation. I feel like that's looked over, especially in the age of AI where everybody just wants something fast. And then we're going to get to a point where nobody knows CS. Nobody knows JS. Everybody's just using a framework. Nobody knows. And the thing is, like JS, JavaScript is already an abstraction of lower level things. And now we're using an abstraction of an abstraction. And we're putting abstractions on top of that. So is anybody going to know what's going on? And then you add AI to the mix. Well, there could be slight delay to styles applied via JS. If things are applied via JS, there will be a delay. No, you're right. Sometimes there is a delay because live server. I think if y'all watch my other videos, you'll see that in live server, it seems like sometimes there's a delay. Just hard to get jobs without framework. No. I'm not saying that frameworks won't come. What I'm saying is that I don't think like when you learn how to ride a bike, you aren't given a Harley Davidson. You know, you so the light mode selections. So where are we? We're gonna do right info list, right info list li, and if we go to the Figma file, And then we have the color is, I think it's blue 900. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, hold on, is that, no, I don't want it to be that. Can I just say light mode list? Can I do that? And just add that class to it? I don't know, man. We're gonna find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. When you get an answer correct on the quiz, do you have an animation or confetti? No, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. It just gives you. It just brings you to a score screen, and then it'll tell you if one is wrong or one is right. Um. I'm learning something I haven't really thought about before. So if I say light mode list and I add that to the, huh. Oh, that's not right. Yes, Mr. Here's Gaming, you're right. That's what I was saying. That's why I was saying, you know, when you realize you could have did something some type of way, but you're already in it, and I was like, I'm already in it. And I was like, I could have just added this to the body. It would have been easier. You're right. Is that color right? That color looks, what is this? See, I hate Figma sometimes. Like, I just want to know what color this is right here. I just want to know, because this looks like an off. Okay, it's gray 50. Thank you. Close, not perfect, but close. This should be, hold on. This should be darker. There should be no icon right here. That's okay though. It's okay. I think it's okay with the icon there. And I could make this darker. Let's see. Oh, I closed Figma like a fart face. Is the project live? No, I do front end mentor projects. All right, that's better. So now the problem is when we go to this, we got to make sure these are right. These are not right. So let's go into Figma. No, the project isn't live. we have to keep a journal on all our Copilot uses. Jesus Christ. Now we literally get in trouble if the VP doesn't think we're using Copilot enough. Jesus. Does he have a technical background? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, rip. We just keep the color the same. You can't hear me? Sometimes I don't talk. Sometimes I'm quiet. And I am on medieval internet. All right. So now what I need is a score menu. So I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do that. So if I go here, submit an answer, submit an answer, submit an answer, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It should give me an error. So when it gets to question 10 of 10, and then I press submit, I know somewhere in the code I'm incrementing. Probably, definitely 100% in the quiz tracker. Oh, now I'm confused by my own code. Why did I put this here? Oh, line 203. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm really wondering about this increase or decrease score. So if this is true or false, score plus plus, or this dot score plus equals 0. Why would I put this in parentheses? Anyway, no, no, no. I'm not having a problem. I'm trying to implement something new. So what I was trying to figure out was like where, like when that error pops up, that's when I know I need to go to the score screen. So I'm thinking of a way, huh? Yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. This is no, no, no. I don't have a question. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing in this regard. Um, I did that because you see it's question 10 out of 10. There's only 10 questions in that array, so it's going out of bounds. So before it goes out of bounds, I want to push it to the score screen. So what I'm checking right now is number one, when do I transition to the score screen, and what is tracking the score? And I'm looking at it's tracking the score right here. Uh, so I haven't set up a score screen yet. So this screen right here has not been set up yet. But I'm trying to see. I wish there was a way where I could click this and it'll tell me. Hold on. Could I? Yeah. So this dot score is being updated, right? But I'm trying to figure out when did I call the function increase or decrease score? Where is it? Is it in the next question? Is it in check answer? Yeah, it is in check answer. Look, it's right here in front of my face. This dot increase or decrease score. This dot current answer dot trim equals this dot current. Okay, I remember doing this and remember not liking this because I felt like it's not. No, it's not. It's right here. Check answer. So I do next question and then do I do check answer here? Populate question, populate options, populate question, populate options. When am I checking the answer though? Is it when I press submit? Yeah, it's when I press submit. So Chris Tracker dot check answer. So I check the answer when I press submit. Enter, not when I. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so quiz tracker, and then yeah, no. What I'm saying is that I know it's the end of the array. That's the problem. Isn't whether or not I know it's the end of the array. The problem is I need to remember where I need to put certain things with the structure that I have. Um, so I sub so let's see, where am I? Okay, and the check answer does the, and then we, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so check answer. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So now I remember how that works. All right. So now what I need to do is when I get to, oh, and I left myself some, yeah. So this is where I was going to put the score thing. Yeah. So earlier I left myself this note. Well, this, so if this dot current question is greater than 9, then we'll do this or do that. So I'm going to add a function that says show. Okay. Oh no, no, no. You're good. Sometimes sometimes I get quiet. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. So we got that. So we got the main heading on this side. We'll have to find a way to delete that. And then on the right hand side, I know what I have to do. I really don't want to do it, but I'm gonna just do it. Okay, got score message. And now, oh, I already set myself up for success. I didn't even realize it. I already put these functions here. I was already thinking ahead. Uh, I haven't been watching any Christmas movies. Uh, Anybody else? Oh, you know what? Maybe Game Fact Special, you can answer this for me since you seem to be professional. I am a slow coder. I feel some type of way about it. Should I feel some type of way about it? Because I'm a slow coder, man. I code very slow. And I think a lot. Is that okay? I'm sure it'll speed up, but I feel like I'm slow. So what do I want to do here? I might end it here. I'm starting to feel a little sick. I've been feeling a little under the weather lately. So I might end it here. Unless y'all want to talk about some stuff. Y'all want to talk about some stuff? My stomach. Hmm. Y'all want to talk about some stuff? I hope you're okay and I hope you get to feeling better. Thanks, Wealth. Hmm. Hmm. Stomach things. Maybe I just need to take a break. I'll just sit here for 5 minutes. If I feel better in 5 minutes, I'll continue. Can we not have stomach pains? Can we just, let's see, can we just feel good? No. Uh, what time should I start streaming, y'all? Should I stream every night? Uh, what should I talk about? You know what? I'll talk about this. I am, I think I've been having my doubts recently about the choice into going into web development because I don't know if you guys know, but I was 5 classes away from getting my master's degree in counseling. I was going to be a counselor, and then I decided that that's not what I wanted to do. And so then I switched to this. And sometimes I wonder, like, man, am I making the right decision? I hope I am. I gotta pick something. I'm getting older. I gotta pick something to invest my time in. I gotta pick something to go forward in. Hmm. 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 I guess only time will tell. Well, I think this has been good. Um, we have an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know if y'all noticed. I don't like to be on here longer. I think I'll start streaming more and stop making videos so much. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Uh, but I'm probably gonna stop the stream right here and go sit my behind down somewhere and chill with family and talk and chat. Um, some of y'all here got my number. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. And I guess that's about it. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a y'all have a wonderful day, night, weekend. Bye-bye.